CharlieWoods isn't arriving quietly, he's returning to TTMI with a title to defend. This time, he's not chasing the field is chasing him. On July 7, 2025, when the AJ gates reopen and the scores go live at Streamsong Black, every player will know exactly who they're up against, the kid who dismantled this course just 2 months ago. Charlie's no longer the underdog, he's the benchmark. Back in May, he dominated with rounds of 70, 65, and 66, finishing 15 under with 25 birdies, an eagle, and ice in his veins. That wasn't just momentum, it was a statement. But now comes the real test. Doing it again when everyone expects it. The story is no longer about Tiger's son trying to prove himself. That chapter closed in May. Now it's about whether Charlie can dominate on demand. Once you're the champion, every move is under the microscope. And make no mistake, this 72-player field hasn't forgotten what he did last time. They've studied his every swing, every hole. The applause is fading, the pressure's rising, and the whispers are already swirling. CharlieWoods' strategy this time isn't just aggressive, it's surgical. He's not playing safe, he's playing sharp, aiming not just to win but to erase any doubts left on the board. This isn't about proving himself anymore, it's about silencing every question mark. As TTMI approaches, the field is loaded with players ready to take their shot, but the pressure won't reset with the scoreboard on July 7th, and Charlie knows it. His win in May wasn't a fluke or a fairy tale, it was calculated chaos. Despite 5 bogeys and a triple, he opened with 8 birdies in round 1 and never looked back. It was messy, it was fearless, and it sent one clear message. Charlie isn't here to survive, he's here to dominate. With 25 birdies and an eagle over 3 rounds, it wasn't just good golf, it was intentional aggression. The kind that only works if you trust your swing more than your scorecard. Insiders say he's not backing off, he's tightening up. He's leaning harder into a style most juniors wouldn't dare, challenging every pin, taking bold lines off the tee, treating every hole like a must-make. It might look reckless, but it's all part of the Woods blueprint: high risk, high reward, and built not just to lead but to bury the field. Some call CharlieWoods' style risky, but he sees it as necessary. Playing it safe won't win. Back-to-back TTMI titles won't silence the critics, and certainly won't honor the legacy tied to the name on his bag. You don't build greatness by laying up. Word from inside his camp is that he's been laser-focused on refining his tempo under pressure, sharpening his short game, and drilling mental reset techniques, all signs of a player preparing not just to face the fire, but to command it. When Charlie steps onto the first tee on July 7th, there won't be hesitation, only precision, aggression, and purpose. Streamsong Black isn't a course you conquer, it's a course you survive. But Charlie isn't planning to survive, he's planning to own it. Carved into Florida's rugged ridges with unforgiving bunkers, harsh elevation changes, and glass-like greens, this track is designed to punish arrogance and expose weakness. Every shot is a test, and most fail. Charlie passed in May with bold, calculated aggression, but this course has a memory. The stakes are higher now, the field sharper, and the margin for error nearly non-existent. One bad read, one bad bounce, and everything can unravel. And unlike many junior tournaments, TTMI doesn't cut players. All 72 will play every one of the 54 holes, whether they're in the hunt or completely out of it. If Charlie falters early, there's no exit, no DNF, just pressure, and a spotlight that won't blink. There's no cushion in this format, only exposure. That's what makes Streamsong Black such a beast. It doesn't just test your game, it tests your nerve. It lures you into mistakes, chips away at confidence, and punishes the slightest misstep. And when your last name is Woods, every movement is magnified. Fame doesn't grant second chances, it draws pressure. Charlie's attack-first mentality could blow this course wide open or blow up in his face. One triple bogey on a Friday morning, and the whole weekend can spiral, just like it nearly did last time. But he still won. Lightning struck once. The question is, can it strike again without burning the scorecard? Because here, legacy means nothing. The course, who doesn't care about your name, your coach, or your past wins? It's just you, the ball, and a layout designed to expose any weakness. Streamsong doesn't respect reputations, it dismantles them. This isn't just a tournament anymore, it's a target hunt, and CharlieWoods is the one wearing the bullseye. 72 of the best junior golfers in America are returning, many of them stung by what happened in May, where they watched in silence as Charlie hoisted the trophy. They're not just here to compete, they're here to take him down. You can bet they've studied the film, tracked his birdie patterns, analyzed his mistakes, even dissected his body language after bogeys. This isn't admiration, it's strategic analysis with a sharp edge. Since that win, Charlie's name has dominated headlines: Golf Digest, WSF, the AJA. He's earned status, spotlight, and hype. But with that comes one hard truth. He's no longer the hunter, he's the standard. And now, an entire field of hungry, fearless challengers is coming for him with nothing to lose and everything to prove, taking down the reigning champ on the very course he dominated. That's the kind of revenge that fuels underdogs and turns them dangerous. Charlie's once unpredictable strategy is no longer a mystery. Every player in the field knows he strikes early, takes big risks, and will gladly trade safety for a shot at eagle. They've seen the volatility, and now they're not just observing, they're waiting to capitalize. The OHR's faded. What remains is a restless field, eager to prove that Charlie's win was a product of perfect timing, not true dominance. They're ready to rewrite the narrative, and this time, Charlie is the villain in someone else's comeback story. He began the year as a promising name. Now, he's the target. The chase is over. This is survival. And for Charlie, it's no longer just about winning, it's about how he wins. Because some players chase trophies, but others redefine the game itself. If Charlie emerges from Streamsong Black with another victory using the same fearless, high-stakes approach he unleashed in May, then he's no longer just a rising star, he becomes a blueprint, a prototype for bold, unshakable golf under pressure. And blueprints like that aren't followed, they're forged. The message would be undeniable. Calculated risk isn't recklessness, it's evolution. And if CharlieWoods pulls this off, he won't just be a legacy golfer riding a famous last name, he'll be a trendsetter with bite. When the system bends to your style, you're not riding the wave, you are the wave, but that's the best-case scenario. Golf, however, doesn't bow to potential. One bad round, one misread, one unraveling moment, and the whole strategy collapses. And when it does, the critics won't hesitate. They'll question his patience, his discipline, his mental stamina. They'll say he flashed once and burned. They're out trying to recreate it. In this sport, momentum is fragile and hype can turn cruel. The truth, his playbook is no longer a secret. It's out in the open, studied, dissected, and weaponized against him. Now we all get to see whether it holds under fire or crumbles under pressure. Everyone loves fearless golf until it stops working. And so the question echoes across every tee box, leaderboard, and practice green. Is CharlieWoods rewriting the blueprint for junior golf? Or is this the moment where boldness tips into collapse? Let us know in the comments. Is Charlie playing genius-level golf at TTMI? Or is the fall just one swing away? Don't blink. What happens next might just shape the future of the game.